Alright, what is up guys? Welcome to the video, welcome to the channel. My name is Brian. I also work by the artist name of Lofi. So as you guys saw in the title, I'm going to be showing you guys how I exactly started making these, lo-fi slash down-tempo type of beats. And I'm going to be doing this by showing you guys how I actually made a song of mine called Year 37.7. Okay, so to give a little background of how the song was made, I made this song around like 6 months ago. Around this time, I've been making beats for about 3 months, but my songs weren't really good in my opinion. I had about 100 followers on SoundCloud and I was using a lot of loops, but to be honest, I was using a lot of loops because I had no idea what I was doing or how to make good melodies or drums or anything. So I would turn to loops to, get a decent idea. And I was trying to make my songs sound like these, other big lo-fi artists because I had an image in my head that, lo-fi should sound like this. But in reality, all I was doing just copying, other artists, and I was doing it very poorly, which is why my songs were that good in the first place. So, I was getting tired of all these copying, all these bad songs. So I decided to switch it up, go a little crazy. I decided to use sounds I've never used before, just make what I feel like making. Okay, so for the actual beat tutorial, let me show you a brief sample of what the beat actually sounds like. So as you guys heard, the song's very gritty. It's not exactly like the soft, type of song that you listen to when you go to sleep. It's very hard-hitting, energetic type of lo-fi. By the way, so when I actually made the song about 6 months ago, I was still working on the demo version of FL Studio. So if you guys know about the demo version, you know that you can't save any projects. So I actually had to recreate this project from memory. So that's why it might not sound exactly like the original song. But if you want to check out the original song, I'm pretty sure you can find it on YouTube. Just look up Lofi Year 37.7 and I'm pretty sure it'll pop up. But yeah, sorry in advance for, the difference. But yeah, so let's see how I created these sounds. So I have the pads here. Very ambient, vibey type of pads. And then I have the bass. So in my opinion, I feel like the bass is really important here because it's what sets the overall tone of the song. It's very gritty, it's very synth-like, it's not the exactly smooth and soft basses I usually hear in jazz hop type of songs. Now we have the bells. So the bells just give a little more contrast to the heavy bass by giving a little top melody. And now we have the pluck. So the pluck just gives a little more ambience while, not exactly keeping the pad, super dry. And then we have the strum. So the strums for the main part of the song. And finally we have these drums. So the drums are actually, I didn't make them myself. The drums are actually from a website called Looperman. They offer, free and royalty-free samples and loops that you can use in your songs. But as you notice, it's very, gritty, boom-bappy type of hard-hitting drums, which I feel provides support to the grit that the bass was giving and helping the overall tone of the song be a little more, hard-hitting. And by the way, all these sounds that I've used in the song so far are actually from stock plugins in FL Studio. So as I told you before, when I was making the song originally, I was still working on the demo version, so I only had, stock plugins to work with. So to show you the plugins that I use, the pads are from a preset called Cloud in Citrus. The bass is from the Nails in GMS. The bell is from Glass in Citrus. The pluck is the Midnight from GMS, and the strum is the Capric E piano from Citrus. By the way, a little tip if you guys are using the demo version of FL Studio. So what I noticed is that when I try to use GMS in the demo version, the audio cuts out every few minutes. I don't know why, but what I would do is I would export the pattern that uses GMS and then put it back in as like an audio file rather than like the MIDI file, so that the audio will keep playing during the track. But yeah, now to show you the effects on the sounds. So for the pads, I use LUF filter, EQ, Maximus, the Lofi preset, and a little reverb. For the bass, I use the EQ, multiband compressor, and compressor because I noticed that GMS sounds are very, soft, very quiet. So I would have to use a lot of compressors to bring up the volume. For the bells, I would use reverb and LUF filter. For the pluck, I use compressor again. For the GMS, I would use a delay. It's like the ping pong delay, Lo-fi preset on the Maximus, and also an EQ. Drums, I just put a little EQ on top. Strum, I would use a Lo-fi preset on the Maximus and the EQ. Again, because I was working on the demo version, all these effect plugins are stock plugins that come with the demo version of FL Studio. Now for the drop of the song, I actually feel like the drop is very important on this song. It transitions very well from like the ambient intro to like the hard hitting drums. So what I did was all these automations here. Pretty much the higher these automations are, the more of a high pass filter you have, and then the lower these automations are, the more of a low pass filter. So what I would do is I would start in the very beginning as like kind of like underwater type of vibes, and then I would bring it up right here, and then I would bring it back down a whole bunch to give like a whoosh, kind of like an underwater effect, and then bring it back up for the overall drop. So it sounds like this. But yeah, that's it for the breakdown of the beat. But yeah, so all in all, I feel like this beat's very important to me. I feel like it's actually what started my progress in lo-fi, because I was actually happy with the song for once, unlike my other previous songs. And other people liked it as well, so that's always a plus. And actually, when I uploaded this song, other people actually started messaging me, asking if they can share the song on their platform, which is why I think it's on YouTube, even though I never directly put it, because they just shared it for me, I guess. Also, starting this video, I think I'm going to do like a little series. So I want to show you guys not only how I make, my songs, but also like the time and place, or, where I was when I made these songs. So maybe by watching, you guys can get a little better like insight as to like how I made these songs, what was going through my head, rather than just, looking at like a random beat tutorial. But yeah, thanks for watching the video, and please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because I'm planning to do much more content like this. So if you like this, please stick around for the future videos. I promise there's a lot coming. Yeah, thanks for watching.